I'm at the Maryland World War II Memorial, a place that I really enjoy coming to pray. Today I'm thinking about all the brokenness, all the seeming uncertainty, all the chaos in our world, and it actually brings me back about 19 years to another time when actually things seemed even more chaotic, more broken, and more uncertain. I remember in October of 2001, just after 9/11, about 300 people from our church came together. We were asking the question, in light of the uncertainty, is now the time to move forward? And 300 people committed to give over $2.4 million to help us build our facility in Annapolis. And that was a game changer for us as a church. It changed the trajectory of our church. And I think about the time that we're in right now, seeming uncertainty, but there's no uncertainty with God. He's certain. But chaos around us. Is now the time to move forward? And the answer is the same. There's never a better time than right now. Jesus gives us the Great Commission. The Great Commission is about you and me becoming like Jesus. It's about our neighbors reaching out to those all around us, and it's about the nations. God is the God of the nations. Jesus Christ says something incredible in Matthew chapter 16. He says, I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. I love this because Jesus makes a promise. He is on the move. Jesus is on the offense. He's not playing defense. He's going after hell's gates. He's looking to build a church that will partner with him. And we want to be that kind of church, a church about the Great Commission, a church about offense. If there was ever a time that our country needs the church to be raised up to be the church, it's right now. In order for this to happen, it's going to take faithfulness and it's going to take sacrifice. And one of the areas that we need to be faithful in is in our generosity. Every year, we as a church rely upon a generous December offering. And we are trusting God to provide. We have some fixed costs, from our building to rental fees to our staff, our commitment to local outreach and to helping plant churches through Sent Network, to all of our global mission partners. But not only all of that, we also are a church that wants to advance, to be on the offense. So we have plans to hire a new teaching pastor so that we can provide the absolute best preaching and teaching. We want to hire a global missions pastor to further God's work all around the world. We're looking at new kingdom partnerships overseas, as well as trying to pay down our building debt. All of this is going to require faith on our part as a church. Faith to continue to grow in our relationship with Jesus, faith to take the next step of generosity. So this December, as you consider giving, I want to ask you to think about a few things. First of all, stop and thank God. Thank Him for His faithful provision. Then remember that God is the giver of all, and we simply want to give back to Him, save a portion of what He's given us, and then live on the rest. And then ask the Lord very specifically, Lord, in light of this past year, in light of the resources that I have, how would you want me to honor you in my end of year giving to the church? 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8 says this, God is able. God is able, I want to say it again, God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that always, having all sufficiency in all things, you'll have all that you need for every good deed. God's grace is more than sufficient. God will provide for us as we step out in faith. You and I, we are believing Jesus to help fulfill the Great Commission right here, right now. Jesus is on the move. He wants to use you and me. That's my prayer for us, that Jesus Christ would be exalted through Bay Area Community Church.